Yeah, just north of Chicago.
Chicago.
Deep
dish overrated. And then
That it is.
You've got the happy hour, Luke Anderson,
That
from
you
2
do.
to 3.
That you do, Bob.
And then prime time. I don't even need to say their names. You know who they are. Prime time. It's going to be a loaded show. And then you've got Dirt bright and early tomorrow at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
The pregame.
You going to be up listening tomorrow morning? Huh?
Will you be up doing it?
Hey. Yeah, I'm doing it.
The following has been taped.
Thank you. You'll hear me.
Yeah.
You'll hear me.
Who's to say he's not?
You don't know.
The video cameras, when he's not on them.
Video cameras clearly aren't working today. I don't think we can be on YouTube tomorrow. We're going to have to take these things down, reboot them.
But you guys have to technically put a little thing in the front there. The following has been taped. You ain't getting up at 6 a.m. and doing a pregame show for a Northwestern football game.
Up having a Bloody Mary, getting ready to watch a big nooner, man. Ready for Gus Johnson. Ha!
Jeff Russ going to be live with traffic and weather.
Traffic. Looks like all the roads are clear this morning, as it is 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
We're going to get to Alex Cole. We'll get back into some NFL. We'll get back into college. Back for snip, snap. What? I guess I just ask. It's Friday. We've talked about both of these games. I'm having a hard time with the Oregon Northwestern game of just it's the most obvious beatdown that he may not score 69-3, but he's probably going to win 55-7. There's not an outcome. Like, there's not a scenario where Northwestern's scoring 20 points on that defense.
It's hard to see.
They are abysmal. They're one of the worst offenses in football.
Hey, how dare you sleep on Preston Stone?
How's Lanning getting them fired up for this? That's what I'm curious about. What does he present in front of them to challenge them, to get them to go in fervor? Because Northwestern did not pour any gasoline on anything.
Are you going to get this pregame? You don't have any gasoline on the fire this week. Can you go play like there's gasoline on the fire? I mean, that's, I guess, the only question.
Can Northwestern even give you something that you need fire for? I would say probably not. They're terrible.
No. There will be a bit of, if it goes the way that you're thinking it goes, and I think a lot of people are thinking that it goes, there will be another moment of, I know they suck.
Right.
But
you're handling your business.
You're doing it every week, and you're showing up, and there's no drop-off, and there's, if they go out and win this game similar to the score of Oklahoma State, and this is another 59-3 game, what would that be, the total cumulative score on the year?
Well, 69 plus 55. I mean,
it was 58-13
right?
or whatever it was, to 69-3 to what? That's the only thing for me. Do you come out and play with that level of urgency and aggression? That's been a lot of fun to watch through 2 games, but it's also hard to maintain that throughout the course of a season, and we do know that there are slip-ups from time to time.
A final thing I would say on that, and we'll get to it. We'll get to some college football stuff. There's the, big game nooner, kick time stuff, but they've been noting that they've been waking up super early all week and having to adjust their schedules because obviously Lanning wants to get ready for it. I just think the way that team internally is run, I've been rewatching Lasso because I've got to coach basketball again, so I'm trying to get myself into coach mode. I think Lanning's culture he's created for this team this season, I don't think he needs the gasoline. I think we're going to see the Duck game day rewind, and he'll have some metaphor that we go, that's a good take. That's a good way to spin this game.
That ended up being creative, like riding a bull last week.
I just saw I saw it last night. I forgot to link it. It's an ESPN betting one. It was how to bet Oregon minus 27.5. And it was just going through how truly dreadful Northwestern is.
Yeah, they're not very good.
And why you should just take Oregon because of what they've done, also because of how bad Northwestern is. Final question for you guys, because we've talked about this game too. Is there anything Trent Bray does this weekend that builds goodwill for Beaver fan?
Yeah, I think there is. I'm not going to ask for a win because I think Texas Tech is far more talented than you, and their roster ironically costs more than Ohio State's, according to reports from last year. Clean up the nonsense. Can you snap the ball? How many offensive line penalties do you have? And do you get boat raced, or are you in a game in the second half? I'm not going to come in and claim moral victories, but if I were a Beaver fan, there would be at least all right, that was better than I thought it was going to go. At least you exceeded my expectations for this weekend. Because after last week, my expectations would probably be on the floor, and now you're going on the road. Do you have snap issues again? You've had 2 full weeks in practice to figure this out. Do you have offensive line penalties that are constantly setting drives back? Do you allow explosive plays left and right defensively again like you have the first 2 weeks? Or are you a feisty little team this weekend where Malik Murphy carries you and makes a couple of plays and you look up going into the fourth quarter and it's, 24-17. It's like, wow, they got a chance here. They can pull, and even if you fall short, again, I'm not going to come in and say, great job, Trent Bray. But if you go out and the game goes the way some people think it will, then I think the calls will only get louder to fire him.
Yeah, that scenario then gives credence to, no, they're still listening to the coaches.
Yes,
they still have the locker room. Everybody is invested. They realized how crappy, they have some pride. They went to work. They're not all the way there yet for whatever reasons. Either they're not as talented or it's, whatever. But, yeah, because if it looks very similar to the Fresno State game, then something drastic has to change.
Yeah, if nothing gets cleaned out, like imagine if they just still can't snap the ball. Or if just every time they get a first down, here's a false start, now it's 1st and 15, great, now we get, you end up punting on that. Like if that piles up again...
Yeah.
Will anybody still support him if that's the way the game goes this week? Will there be any Beaver fan on Monday that's like, come on, guys, give him a chance?
I don't really understand how there's anybody at this point.
And
but
I don't either.
To your point, yeah. It's going to be overwhelmingly almost 100% if it's not close to that already.
Yeah.
Swag suggesting that Trent Bray with his guys needs to go cool runnings, look in the mirror. I see pride.
I am proud.
I see
am
power.
strong. I see power.
I'm a badass mother
who don't take nothing from nobody.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
We know what the team should be watching tonight in the hotel.
Well, John Candy never hurt anybody,
Oh, R.I.P.
The Ducks Northwestern game is right now off the board at A.
It is currently the most bet spread on BetMGM, according to our gambling friend who we follow on social media, Ben Fox. 28.5, no matter what the line is. That is the Oregon minus whatever the spread is the most purchased ticket in college football this weekend.
Here it is. Yeah, I wanted to find it real quick. I know we got to get to Alex Gold. Northwestern's defense ranked 122nd in EPA per rush allowed.
Hey,
they allowed
they're feisty.
No. So here's the objective. Dante doesn't need to do lick. Tulane ran for 269 yards on this team. Tulane.
Well, Tulane's got Ty Thompson at tight end, so no wonder they're running the ball so well.
We have Mekhi
Noah
Hughes.
might be able to get that by himself. If he gets enough carries.
I'm pretty sure Noah Whittington last week had like 4 carries for 97 yards.
The ESPN bet recommendation on this game from them is bet the under of Northwestern under 9.5 points.
I mean,